Hi everyone, today I will be giving you some tips on how to successfully virtually thrift or just thrift in general. So I'm going to start off with eBay. Now this is on the app or website, it really doesn't matter. eBay is just a general marketplace for any vintage stuff. I'm pretty sure lots of people know that. The sellers mostly know the value of what they're selling, so it's harder to haggle or get better deals. There's lots of good brands on here and there is international shipping and it's very safe to shop and to sell. Secondly, we have the app Grailed. Now Grailed is a pre-loved designer vintage buy and sell app. From my experience, most of the sellers are from East Asia. It will be a significant shipping rate for if you're shipping internationally. A lot of the items are in USD, so you would have to take that into account. But overall, this is one of the best apps I've come across in a while. Thirdly, we have Instagram thrift store. These are one of my favorites and probably the most reliable ones. You can see all the ones I follow. You can find them on the other ones, but this is probably one of my favorite accounts. The items priced are relatively in the normal range. Some are more expensive than others, some are cheaper. A lot of the sellers I follow are either Korean or Japanese. If you do decide to message them, keep in mind the language barrier. Some sellers may not ship to your country or some sellers may not want to. International shipping also goes by weight. What I think would be best if you were to buy from an online store would to be consolidate, so you can get two things for a better value. Next up, I have Facebook Marketplace. This is probably considered odd, but there are some really good things on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I'm from Australia, but when I move my location,
Australia, right?
I can actually change where I'm from. And
The reason I
don't shop on the American Facebook Marketplace is the currency exchange.
So
USD to AUD is shopping in the Canada stores. The reason I like to do this is because the Canadian dollar and Australian dollar aren't that different in price. USD and Australian dollar are around a $50 difference. I like to shop in the Toronto, Vancouver area. They're probably my favourite ones to go to, and they've both gone pretty successfully. Again, I think packages do go by weight, so you'd have to keep that in mind. It really just depends on your budget and how much you're willing to spend, but there are definitely some good items in American/Canadian Facebook Marketplace. I suggest searching popular brands like Hot Topic, Forever 21, Von Dutch, Juicy Couture, or you can even get cheaper Dolls Kill if you support them, if you like them, or any other American vintage dead stock like Lip Service or Trip New York City. Buy is a Japanese auction app. It's similar to eBay, but so most of the stuff is actually in Japanese. If you get the app, you can change the language that the store is in. The one thing I will say about Buy is that once you bid, you cannot remove the bid and you have to pay it unless someone pays more than you. Now I bidded, I think, $1.38 on this skirt and no one wanted to go higher than me. It ended up being, I'm pretty sure it ended up being around $40 because it includes the price to ship it from the seller to the warehouse, then the warehouse to where you live, are consolidation packages. Now these are when you put more items into just one parcel, so you don't have to pay several lots of $40 for shipping. It is very pricey, but you can get some really good stuff from here, and I do suggest doing this, but be careful you bid and you're willing to bid. And honestly, I think the most I spent was for this Save the Queen top, which was $30. The customer service is relatively good. They did help me with an issue I was in. You can search for more than just clothes on this website/app. One of the cons is that you can't message the seller, so you can't ask for measurements and you can't ask for what isn't there. Some listings, if you win them, the shipping will be paid by the seller, but I've only had that for 2 of my orders, so make sure you read the description. This is probably one of my favorite ways to thrift online, because you can get some really good stuff, sell them for more, make a profit, or you can get them for yourself and make it a good deal.